What's up, everyone? Give me 1 second. Let me just set up for our esteemed guests at x.com. All right, welcome all. 1 sec. Fuck, don't launch this thing. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let me see. All right. All right, our ex guests are on as well now. All right, fantastic. Pop this up. Da-da-da, da-da-da. 1 second, guys. Let everybody come in. It's 9:03. We're not in a rush. I'm long Nasdaq, long gold. Actually, 1 sec. Why hasn't it started yet? There we go. All right, it started. Let me see from. One second, guys. Sorry to just checking the stupid chat. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can do something about this stupid chat. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Apologies, producer. Let me end the X stream and I'm gonna restart it, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, fuck it. Let's just do it quickly. All right. So we just had. How do we start the day? Repetitive, stupid question. Check the calendar. What do we have on the calendar? We had the preliminary GDP numbers. So gold dipped a little on that news. Stock tried to dip, but then this was the dip on the news, and now rising back up, which is a good sign. The reason why the stocks and gold dipped was very simple. Again, you have to understand the fundamentals of the markets, right? So if the economy is doing well and the GDP is the measurement of economy, and it's a high beat, right? That means that the economy is doing fine. It doesn't need any extra stimulus. Okay, so that's why the rate hike probability is now decreasing, and hence U.S. dollar popped against gold and everything else temporarily, though. So I'm long Nasdaq. I was long since last night. Gold, Jesus Christ, that was a nice entry right here. It was literally, I left it overnight, a bit lazily, just a retest of this previous high, this order block right here. Okay, this is exactly what happened. We retested it and we pumped. I took half off at break even. It's secured. Okay, so the trade is in progress and already locked in profit. So that's gold. Again, well, I didn't do anything besides doing my stupid fucking breakout, retest, continuation, breakout, retest, continuation, breakout, retest, continuation. I'm doing the same fucking boring shit day in, day out, telling you the same fucking thing. And this is just to me. Oh shit, the calendar. Fuck. Sorry guys, I'm looking at trade. So all right, let me restart again. All right, so I'm long Nasdaq, I'm long gold. I entered gold here. This was essentially, you can do it, I call it breakout retest continuation. Previous high becomes the support zone, previous resistance becomes support. In ICT terms, it's an order block, here. it's the same concept. It's the same phenomenon described. They in and out, in and out, in and out. Just different terminology. You want to use technical analysis. It's support turns resistance, breakout retest continuation. You want to use ICT? Here you go, motherfucking ICT for you as well, right there. It's the same. It's the same entry model. All right, and it works. You just if you want to rebrand it into something else, you call it something else, so people follow you. Blah 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 blah. Right. So, but the concept is the same. And this literally was breakout retest continuation with I took half off, stops break even, and the reason why the gold dropped against USD was on the news, which came out about whatever here, 8:30, exactly 8:30. You have fundamental news driving it down. Why? Well, because if GDP numbers, which is one of the measurements of how well the economy is doing. We have a growing economy, and we beat the expectations. That means that the economy is doing fine, and it doesn't need any help from the Federal Reserve. So fundamentally speaking, they don't need to cut interest rates. Again, it's all just not one data point. They collect several of them. So previous, the NFP, the ISM numbers, the CPI numbers. They had they all came out negative, right? So they all came out negative. This is the first positive sign for the economy in a little while, and so the market reacted temporarily. It doesn't mean it's going to go down all the way down. It just means it created a pullback and entry models for those who are interested in buying, okay? Short term. So we will need to watch for turnarounds if you want to re-enter this, if you want to go long, because fundamental was still position long and the technical was still position long. When I enter longs, wait for turnaround candles, okay? So silver, same thing, obviously, but we pumped significantly. This is where we started yesterday, right? During the and look how we did the 7. I've been again same thing. I did not trade this long, but I did trade gold long, as you remember, and re-entered gold again with an overnight order left. So the deep pullback, the bankers trade, right? This zone exactly to 702, schmack, and off we went. Okay, so this was, if you were to enter, this would have been the entry model right here after this candle. You have an engulfing candle after this close. Let's say you bought it here, long here, stops here, 1 to 1 there, okay, about 1 to 2, 1, 2.5, whatever you want to do. But I didn't trade gold, silver. I traded gold. Okay, so my entry was without any drawdown. Like I've explained, alluded to you again, simply retesting previous resistance turn support, breakout retest continuation. It's the same pattern. We trade patterns, and this is what we do. We're the stupid algo in the human form. Okay, that's all we are, and that's what I'm. That's pretty much it. Seminar over. Goodbye. Right. So showing you the same thing. I again long. We can remove this. Fib, sure, nice consolidation, pump, sideways consolidation to 38.2, which is usually a minimum viable kind of retracement to 38.2 before continuation. That's usually is indicative of strong markets when you have a very shallow pullback and then another leg up. All right, so we obviously bottom now, and the price action is bullish, right? Higher highs, higher lows, right? So we are doing what? We're trading long. We don't piss against the wind in our faces, unless you're, in Germany, you like that type of shit, then, keep it to yourself. But otherwise, we don't, we're here to make money, not to get pissed on. So, yeah. Same thing, turnaround candles in S&P, US 30. Everything is looking, it's slow. Again, tomorrow is the big Tomorrow is, we have, this is going to be the big one, the core PCE price index, because it's going to gauge inflation. So if it comes in under, meaning the inflation is subsiding, the markets will rock and roll. If it's going to come in line or hotter, the markets will tank, and that's it. And you will that is going to complicate things, because the easy trade would be this number comes in lower than expected, inflation is low, Fed has all the green lights to go full steam ahead with a rate cut, and that will stimulate the economy, and this will prop up all the stock market, gold market, anything that is traded in USD will rise. Okay, so let's take on, this is euro, for example. Again, yesterday stopped out all these people who were long here, fucked them over their money, and then nice rise with a reverse head and shoulders now active. So if you want to trade this beast, let me clean this up a little. I would adjust this now. This is the head and shoulders now. Again, head and shoulders within a head and shoulders. This is the fractal nature of markets. Okay, so one sec. So again, I've been showing you how to enter markets for, well, I don't know how long, but it's the same models. And we first gauged, all right, thank you. Okay, we'll fix the layout for the X. Sorry guys, just. And I will enable the chat for X and for next tomorrow, I promise. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So I fully anticipate we're gonna, this is actually failure news. This is good. So GDP numbers came in hot, which is, so when you see that bad news is good news and good news is good news, right? And stocks that keep going up on any news, that means what? It's fucking bullish. That means everybody's buying. That means don't fucking piss against the wind. Just buy the fucking thing, shut the fuck up, walk away, go to the gym, go for a run, just disappear for half a day, and you'll be fine. Don't watch it like a retard. You know, if you want to watch it and you have the discipline to watch it, then remove the P&L, remove the chart, the part, or hide it, or make it off screen somehow, where it shows the dollar amount or whatever currency you trade in, the amount of money you're making or losing. Remove it completely off your fucking screen. All you have left on your screen is your entry, your exit, and your percentage gain or loss. When you deal with percentages, you'll be able to level up a lot faster, because everybody has a financial temperature. We all have temperatures, right? And if you're used to, let's say, making $100,000 a year, $1 million is a lot of money. A person who is used to making $10 million a year, $1 million is a lot of money, but not critically amount. You know, he can lose it and still have 9 left, right? And so we all have different financial temperatures, and to grow into bigger shoes, once you start getting larger and larger size, because your financial temperature doesn't grow as fast as your ability to trade, you self-sabotage. You self-sabotage the trades, you become emotional, you go from logical centers of your brain into your lizard fucking brain, and you start operating from fight or flight. Your nervous system takes over, and now you're in this flight or fight mode, and you're now, oh my god, you either take the profit way too soon, or you or you hold the losers for way too long. And that's like 95% of traders in this world, right? Why? That's because and what happens when you trade demo? You can have $1 million demo account, you're gonna trade it like a motherfucking champ. Why? Because it doesn't fucking matter. And why doesn't it matter? Because you are not emotionally attached to it. So what do we need to do? Remove the fucking emotion. So you can remove emotions through discipline and just having trigger. You know, like you have a soldier who served 10 years in trenches. He doesn't get shell-shocked anymore. You know what I mean? After doing 5 tours in Iraq and having bullets fly over, he's not going to be the same guy as a newbie who just got deployed and the first bullets are flying and he's shitting his pants, right? Because the other guy saw every single fucking, you know, his body's blown up into goddamn pieces next to him. He's immune to this. But until you get that immunity, the trick is to remove the emotional component from trading. You remove emotional component from trading simply by doing these tricks. First of all, you journal, and you have some confidence develop through developing your system and realizing that no particular trade has a guaranteed outcome. What you do have a guarantee of, if you work diligently enough, if out of 100 trades, a great majority of them will perform, you're going to be profitable. All right? That's your goal. Even at 50-50 with positive risk to reward, blah, 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 all that bullshit you know and you've heard about on YouTube ad nauseum. But think of it as a series of 100 trades. So you don't marry any particular trade. You just take again and again and again and again and again. And if you are an emotional person, which all of us are to some degree, some are, you know, more sociopathic than others, you know, but we all have emotional components. And if I'm going to give you $100 million and say you either have to double it or, you know, I do something to your family, you're going to have a lot of fucking pressure on you. You know what I mean? So to remove that pressure, remove the P&L from your screens. Trust me, put a fucking sticker on your screen. I don't give a shit what you do. Hide it. Trade the next 50 trades based on percentages. There's a reason why we have percentage gains and losses in these columns instead of some fucking huge numbers that, you know, again, you know, it's like they say, you know, U.S. outstanding debt is like $35 trillion. $35 trillion is such an incomprehensible number. It just becomes funny number. It could be $20 quadrillion, 17 quadrillion, million, trillion, 4 billion, blah, blah, blah. It just it loses its meaning anymore, right? Anyway, so remove the pressure from yourself, and you're going to be trading akin to demo when you don't have that pressure. Stop thinking about passing the stupid challenges in 1 day or 2 days and all that jazz. You are putting unnecessary pressure. You're foaming it in. You're not trading. You're just trying to spin the wheel and get lucky. Spin the wheel and get lucky. And this is not how you become successful in this business. Spinning the wheel and get lucky, go to the motherfucking casino. And, you know, as they used to do, at least you used to get a free drink fucking there. You know what I mean? This you get sauced up and you have some fun. But at the expense of your fucking money. Obviously, it's not free. Now, Vegas is not doing so hot. They charge $30 a drink. Go fuck yourself. You know? And you lose money. Right? So, might as well stay at home and gamble. All right. Funny shmoney. But, okay, so the longs are working out just fine, baby. Just fine. All right. So, yeah. Any questions? Okay. That's a good question. Why is it nobody pasting? Oh, they are pasting the question. 1 second. One second, guys. All right, sorry guys. Somebody, there was an emergency. All right, so somebody asked a very good question. My lifestyle. Hold on, let me bring this closer. Let's do question and answers. Oh, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna do a add browser. One sec. One second, guys. I wanna add this fucking thing. There we go. What is this? Studio YouTube. I see. Let me pop this chat out, and I'm gonna do some questions and answers. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna set it up, and you can all ask questions. 1 sec. If I can find it. Window. Got it. Okay. All right, almost there, guys. 1 sec. You know, give me there we go. Boom. All right. Huh. There you go. My super professional skills of being a tech guy. I'm not. All right. So I saw some interesting questions. Maybe I'll scroll up at this one. My lifestyle is. First of all, your grammar sucks too, but that's okay. My lifestyle just sucks. It doesn't suck. You're a university, and this is what you do. You're studying, so it doesn't suck. I wake up from morning to night. I stuck to my screen, never go out. How can I bring this life? You are disciplined, you dumb fuck, in a good way. I mean it as a compliment. In New York, yeah, this is how you get a compliment. All right, you are disciplined because you're through your desperation. You're forced to be disciplined, and you are glued. And this is how we all learn. I was glued for 18 hours a day, bloodshot eyes, no sleep, fucked up sleep. It's hard in the beginning, and you have to put the reps in, right? You put in the reps. That's fine. All you have to do is you need to air your shit out a little bit. You know, you stink up the house once in a while. So go to the gym, go for a run, go for a walk around town. You see people, right? If you live in a town, hopefully, right, you can go out in the evening, early evening, after work, after 6, 7, 8, and just walk 5 miles. Whatever, 5 kilometers, whatever the fuck is your units of measurements. Go for a walk around people, listen to some podcasts, you listen to some YouTube, feed your brain. Meanwhile, you get eye candy. You know, this is what I used to do. I used to jog, and I used to just walk a lot to clear my head, because sometimes you need to pull away from the screens in order for you to clear your head and see forest for the trees. Meaning, sometimes we become so myopically zoomed in that we're unable to see shit, right? And then especially it happens when you have several bad trades or good trades. It's same thing, just from the opposite continuums of the emotional spectrum. You either become too happy or too sad, and you start digging your own grave. You're doing more mistakes. Walk away, reset, and then proceed. I talk about it all the time. Gym, walks, runs, some sports activity. If you play tennis, golf, basketball, football, just shoot some hoops by yourself. I don't care what you do, right? Go air out. Then you come in and you're, oh my God, how could I not fucking seen this fucking thing? Of course this is what it is, right? Because you stepped away. So that's what you need. And I commend you for being disciplined enough to spend most of your time learning and honing the craft, because that's what it takes. It's a 24/7. You have to be obsessed about it. Steve Jobs, Google Steve Jobs, go on YouTube, Google Steve Jobs a talk on being obsessed about work. He says it will be unreasonable because this thing is so hard. Unless you are obsessed and you make it's interesting to you as a game, it will be unreasonable for a reasonable person to continue to suffer because it's painful. In the beginning, entrepreneurship is very fucking painful. This is entrepreneurship. Either you're building a web store or whatever. It sucks in the beginning because you're not making any money. All your friends who have jobs are making money. They're all, they come out of colleges, get a car, get a wife, get a house, this and that. But they enslave themselves in this process. So in the beginning, they look like they're winning because they're making all that money through work while you're sitting with the thumb up your ass, up your nose, right? And not making dick, living in your fucking grandmother's basement or whatever, or by yourself. You get the point, and it sucks. So you need to toughen up, but because you have to go through that suffering, in 2, 3, 5 years, you will surpass all your fucking friends who opted out for corporate slave jobs. All right, for safety, because they're pussies. Okay. So, but that's the price you have to pay. It's every trader will tell you. If you haven't thought about, trust me. Metaphorically speaking, this business will drive you fucking nuts, right? If it didn't make you crawl into a little bowl and cry like a little bitch, in I don't mean maybe not literally, but emotionally inside. So some people hit the fucking sauce. Some people do some other shit. Right, with millions of ways that people mitigate, but this is why, because it crumbles them from within. This is how fucking difficult this is. But because after overcoming this is how you get to the promised land, because that's when you get the fucking cars, the watches, the whatever the fuck, the financial freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? And financial freedom doesn't mean you need to have a private jet. It doesn't mean you have to have $100 million. If you're making $2-5 million a year, you're already free. You don't have to listen to anybody, and it's not that difficult to make that money. I live in Miami. There's literally, it's just millionaires everywhere. So, or Dubai, whatever, Moscow, Tokyo, fucking pick not Europe. Europe is fucked, but yeah, you get the point, right? China. In any case, you have to go. This is the price you have to pay in order for you to become a successful person in any endeavor. Doesn't matter. You want to open up an Amazon fucking shop or build a B2B business or whatever. You will have to suffer, and it usually takes years. It's you have to fail again. Look at the stupid example with Thomas Edison with the electric bulb. It took him 1,000 iterations to perfect it. Whatever, there's some other conspiracy stories about it, and it's bullshit. But 1,000 times had to redo, fail. The thing is, in our school systems, they talk about failing. It's not a failure. It's just testing. You're just testing. Test until you get it right. When you get it right, you go full steam ahead. That's it. This is what I've done with my fucking breakout, retest, continuations, deep pullbacks, and mean reversion trades. Okay? But it takes time to get to it. If you're inventing a light bulb and on a try 15 you give up, fuck this shit. Now I'm gonna be an Amazon seller. Then I'm gonna write ebooks. Then I'm gonna write phone apps. Then I'm gonna do some crypto shit. Then I'm gonna do whatever the green new thing, the new soup du jour, for the new hotness is, right? Building websites, this, that, da. You dabble. Dabble, and you're jack of all trades, master of none. So laser beam focus and motherfucking dedication. It has to be interesting to you. The thing is, once you start becoming a little bit better. Oh wow, Jesus Christ! All right. Once you become a little bit better. Fuck. Factual, schmactual. I don't know what the fuck was the question. I don't know what the fuck the question was. Anyway, you get the point about being disciplined. So discipline, you have to take care of your mind, your body, and just diligent work. You will get there. But it takes, like I said, I don't want to lie to you. It will be easy for me to lie to you and be like, yeah, buy my fucking whatever the fuck. And in 2 weeks, you will be riding a Lambo, just like me. Right? No. It's stupid. I don't want to bullshit you. It will take you at least 6 months to a year minimum for you to become okay. Because the amount of information and the amount of, it just takes time. Again, would you expect to perform open heart surgery after 2 weeks in medical school? No. The motherfucker will die, as I always say, right? So it's okay. Just keep at it. I know it's hard. So gym, physical activity releases that stress. So you need physical activity. Whatever form of physical activity you perform, okay? It's a must. Otherwise, you're going to become depressed and then, you do stupid shit. All right, what's the best time frame to enter taking a trade? I like higher time frames, okay? And I've explained why. Because there's less noise on them. There's less random moves, random orders getting executed. It's kind of like an average of orders within an hour. So it averages out. It's cleaner. And it provides me plenty of. I just need one. Listen, I'm in 2 winning trades right now. Just trading stupid hourly charts. I saw this fucking candle. I enter long right here. That's it. That was all of the fucking trading. Same thing with the breakout, retest, continuation. That was more of a momentum trade continuation. This is all based on my fundamental analysis. Trading 1 hour chart. I don't click on 50. I mean, I can look at them, but I don't need to be here. Okay? And again, I have other obligations in life. And this is how what's my schedule allows. If you want to be glued to your screen trade 5 minutes, you can do it too. You'll find a lot more opportunities. But you have to be more focused. You have to be more, you have to have fundamentals in place. You have to close the trades that are not winning. Oh shit! Again, I'm fucking showing. God damn it! 1 second, guys. So right. So I'm I'll get better with the switching of the screens. I promise. All right. So yeah, 2 winning trades, right? So breakout, retest, continuation, and the momentum Nasdaq trade. I saw this right here. This stupid fucking. What candle is this? How many times? I'm like, So I saw this candle form. I see that the buyers is stepping in, and that's it. I saw the news failure, and I went long. That was even before news. Doesn't matter. It probably wasn't the best. But anyway, so it's winning. Right? So we just opened the stock market. Now it's not doing so much shit. The volatility is hitting in. Anyway, so with the GDP numbers hitting and Nasdaq rising, that's a good sign. All right? So this is today's ATR. My target is, I don't know if I'm going to keep it that long. So I'll definitely take half off somewhere here. And then target the highs, a little below the highs for the remainder of the trade. Okay? So 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame is in plenty of time frame for me. I can put it at break even right now and it's going to be a free trade. Or take half off and put it at break even and have a free trade. I don't give a shit. And 1 hour time frame. And I get those once or twice, 1-2 trades a day is what I get. That's it. And I don't need any more. Okay? All right, let's see some other. Shit, where is this thing? 1 second, guys. Jesus, help me. There we go. All right. No, Apex. I don't teach anything on Apex anymore. It just signals. It's I don't have time to do private or mentorships because we have so many traders now that it's impossible. So I'm giving you free all the shit that used to cost money for free. Yep, passing a prop firm challenge is about consistency. Stop trying to stop trying to make, again, pass challenges in the 1 or 2 trades. It doesn't tell us anything about your trading ability. So you're going to be booked, and then just do the right thing. Do it right, and you will be rewarded. All right? Stop fucking gaming the system, because then it becomes back and forth bullshit. Stop gaming stuff. Just do the fucking work, and you will get rewarded. Jesus Christ, how difficult of a I know it's difficult for millennial, whatever the fuck you call them, Gen Z, not millennial, right? I don't know. Like, work. I don't want to. Everybody's a lazy cunt. Okay, no worries. I was a lazy cunt too, right? I'm still a lazy cunt. That's why I don't want to trade on 5-minute chart. I don't need to. I can trade 1 hour and it's good enough for me, right? So being lazy is just your brain optimizing you for efficiency, not to burn extra calories, right? Because calories were a deficit back in the day, and the more you expend energy, the more likely you're gonna die of starvation. So that's a normal, it's a normal response, but you have to proceed despite the response and overcome it. All right. Standard answering question. Steer, please answer my question. Give me some factual vision. Can you retype your question? I don't know which one was it. Okay. More of a difference. So, how does FOMO supply after you alter your perception of market signals? Can you truly distinguish between a valid? So your job is simply to take same repetitive, like, again, there's nothing, this gold trade, right? It was literally a retest of the breakout. There's nothing emotional about it, Buying right here would be emotional. Buying right here on the pool. Buying yesterday, I left this order here yesterday in the morning. Afternoon, whatever. I saw that it's running. It left this station. It took out the highs. And I didn't FOMO. I wanted to. I get that impulse as well. Oh my God, it's going to go without me. Oh my God. And I said, okay, shut the fuck up. I'm talking to you. I'm showing you my process in my head. Shut the fuck up. Wait for the pullback. Be disciplined. Why? Because I have a journal, and every fucking time I FOMO'd in, it got fucked in the ass. All right? So that's how you overcome your emotional impulses, because the market will beat you over the fucking head with a stick, so you learn not to do dumb shit. All right? And it's just years of being beaten by the markets until I said, I'm tired of being beaten. I want to be a winner, and I'm a winner. So I don't do dumb shit. I'm disciplined. I do my shit, even if I get the impulse, the emotional response, I do not act on it, and I proceed despite of it, as I was explaining yesterday with the trenches, right, in a war. The courage, it's not that you're all of a sudden, bullets are flying, yeah, no problem, I'm going to get up, yeah, right? No, you're still shitting bricks. Everybody, as they say, there's no atheists, there's in a foxhole, right? Why? Because everybody's praying to Buddha, Allah, Jesus, whoever, in the trench, in the foxhole, when the bombs are falling and bullets are flying. Everybody's shitting pants. You're not special or not special. Everybody's fucking scared. Nobody wants to die, right? Despite what they show in the movies and all the bullshit. But the people who get out and start fucking charging, they still feel those emotions of being scared, but they overcome it. And same thing is here. Don't, you have to say no, 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 no. I'm gonna be disciplined. I'm gonna be disciplined. I'm gonna be disciplined. And lo and behold, boom, perfect entry. Off we go to Colorado, baby. Right? So that's it. Literally, it's just this is how I fight. Fuck, again, I'm not showing the goddamn screen, motherfucker. It's gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, we're gonna do this here. So no, let me remove it and then I'll. All right. So yesterday, this is where I set this order when we were here after this candle. So it never touched it again. I thought we were gonna get a little. It only touched it here. This is where I felt the FOMO. Oh my God! It's running. It's running without me. Right here, right? It's running. It's running. Oh my God! I missed the trade. It's all going on in my head. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Set the order. Where would you set an order if there's a pullback? This is a good level right here. Boom. It went exactly to that level, and exactly that's it. Because market is confirming that my bias is correct and my decision making is correct. All right. So when you feel that emotion, you don't act on it. You become disciplined enough to wait for the pullback and the continuation, because pullbacks always come. Do you see not a pullback here? Do you see not pullbacks in the downtrend? Do you what? Show me one market where it's just one straight line up. So all you have to do is be patient and wait for the fucking pullback to enter your trade. Sometimes you don't get them, so be it. So you're gonna move on. Okay, no big deal. All right. Let's see. Where's this thing again? Oh my God. Apex Bull is just it's where the signals are to buy, sell, the trades I take. That's all it is. Not all of them, but some of them. Stan, do you think that the bond market is essential? Yes, I've been talking it ad nauseum. Everything gets priced in from the interest rates. That's why Federal Reserve sets interest rates, because everything then, from your mortgage to your car payment to your business's ability to borrow money to expand, all depends on the cost of money, right? If you have to pay 10% or 0% on, if you're gonna have two banks, one both allow you to borrow $100,000. And in one bank you have to pay 1%, and in another bank you have to pay 10%. Everybody's gonna immediately rush to the 1% bank and borrow the cheap money in order to fuel their businesses, etc. I'm not talking about you as a fucking retard who's gonna buy himself a Rolex, right, on borrowed money. I'm talking about economy here. Which, to be fair, you will stimulate the economy by being a retard, but that's another fucking story. All right. Oh, this is pumping nicely. All right, Nas. Come on, Nas. Yeah. So interest rates. Let me see. I'm gonna remove this. Oh, see, I'm learning. Interest rates. So I was talking about it yesterday. You always watch the 2-year yield, 10-year yield, 30-year yield. And yesterday, when the yields were dropping and the dollar was going up, I said one of them is full of shit, right? And I think that this is why I was biased towards buying gold, buying Nasdaq, because I remember literally go to the yesterday's live, and I literally said this is going to offer you pullback. All right, and that's exactly what happened with the euro dollar yesterday. That it was going down, the dollar was obviously strengthening, and I'm saying, okay, with the yield dropping, this shouldn't be happening, and this is probably a fake out, and this is exactly what happened. because I'm a professional, and the idiots who got fucking stopped out here are not. They're idiots, okay? Because this was you have a discombobulated market, meaning when you have one leading indicator is telling you one thing, but the price is doing something else. There's something is off, and that offers you opportunities to enter correctly. Okay, and that's why you watch yields, long-term yields, because they are predictive of what markets will be doing. Well, they have a big effect on the market. All right, that's why the whole interest rates policies, federal. We all watch the Federal Reserve, the ECBs, the BOE, the Bank of Australia, New Zealand, whatever, name of central bank, right? So that's why. Funding account. Any possibility to remove consistency score? Instant funded, we'll consider. Yes, we're going to be bringing back the. We're going to be bringing competitions next week, I think. Regarding the consistency score on instant funded, we want to see how many good traders we can get on instant funded, because the program started a month ago, so we want to see gauge how many people are actually professional and how many people are just, again, gambling and doing stupid shit. So we have obviously our own risk parameters of how much capital can be allocated, etc., etc. Thus, we're still gauging it to have enough sample data, just like you should be doing with your journaling, enough sample data to make correct, decision-making process. Okay. All right. All right. That was good, guys. 1 second. Let me just read. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your do your code stuff. I think this is whatever. Jeez, cool down for codes. Cool down for codes. Jesus Christ. Okay. So the orange news. I have it on the screen. The person is talking about this. I mean, sometimes, once in a while, you get an orange news that moves the market, which should have been marked as red, some kind of speaker talking or some other. All right. So that's why I have it. I just have it. I don't pay attention. I just have it in case there's something. I used to run just red, but then I would miss something. There would be, for some reason, again, this is not 100% accurate. So they would mark something that's red in orange, and then I'll be in a trade, and then some shit happens. You're like, motherfucker. So this is why I have it. This is how you shouldn't have it. 1 second. Oop. Come on. 1 second, guys. So, boom. All right. So, see all these. There's gazillion news. I don't really give a shit. Unless you see like crude oil inventories may be interesting if you trade crude oil. But if you're trading crude oil, you should probably be a specialist in it, because it's not an easy place to trade. You need to know what the fuck you're doing there. But anyway, so all these yellow shits like French final private payrolls, who gives a fuck? Fuck France. I love visiting, but it's a retarded country, Thanks to European Union policies. Anyway, pending home sales, doesn't matter, right? Weller speaking, fuck you too. All right, so the next big one is this. Everything else is just bullshit noise. Okay, all right, let's take a last look-see on all this bullshit, and then final round, alrighty. Some kind of giveaway going on. Guys, I don't know anything about these giveaways. Nick handles them, and Jennifer also had a very good suggestion about it, so I'll let the team handle those things. If you have trading questions, because I'm a trader, oh shit, then yeah, see, let's turn around. That's not a good sign, so I might have to. This is now it's gonna start pushing lower to grab liquidity, so I might have to cut this off. So at 10, I'm gonna give it till 10 p.m. But gold is pumping nicely. Breakout, retest, continuation. All right. On that note, no, I'm not. Somebody's asking about. I don't give away accounts. The team does. Okay, I'm here to do trading, not giveaways. I don't take handouts, and I don't support giving out handouts. I'm teaching you how to fish, not give you a fish. You know, so up to you guys. All right. Let's take a look at the futures quickly. Gold pumping. Yeah, we need this. We need this. There we go. So I think we still got room to go in gold. There's definitely overhead room. Same thing here. We still have to tackle this. I think we're gonna hit the this trend line, this upper boundary of this sideways consolidation of on a contracting volume in the form of a triangle. Okay, so we got room to go. Just have to buy dips, yet still short term. I mean, you're running out of room, obviously. So this is not the entry you had. And yeah. All right, boys and girls. Can you create where you combine every important clip from your life? Can you create a YouTube video where you combine every? I think I posted one a few days ago. But honestly, do you know how that means? I would have to go through, I don't know, 100 hours worth of lives and then edit out bullshit and you know, come on, bro. If you want to do it, you do it. I'll pay you to do it. If you want to scoop through 100 hours worth of videos, take out the good parts, you hit me up at Stan and you know, hit us up through support or whatever. You have that video posted somewhere. Listen, you make that video of highlights of me talking. Shit, I'll get you on the payroll to do our videos. No problem. Alrighty, boys and girls, we've done our hour of power. Tomorrow 8:30. Listen, tomorrow I'm gonna do this at probably. I'm gonna try to do it prior to the news. So maybe tomorrow I'll start 8:15ish, 8:20ish, maybe 8:20, so we can catch this cocksucker. All right. So we can see how we can trade about it, because we either gonna get a very lucky entry, and I'd want to enter live on the screen when if that opportunity presents itself, if everything sets up nicely, and maybe we'll get lucky and I'll make some fucking money doing the live as well. I actually know, because there's not a financial advice, and because it's YouTube, have to fucking presuppose everything. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. Gold is pumping. You got room to go. Buy the dip. Maybe the same setup as find the key areas. Even though we've retested these order blocks already, maybe a little bit of a dip somewhere will allow you to get into long gold still. All right. What the job is to do the 100 hours, scoop through all the lives and create a master edit of all the useful information that is, from all those clips. Just combine best of the best, make a 10-minute video out of fucking, I don't know how many lives I've done, So you do that, you got it. You hit us up on support, and if the clip is nice, obviously we'll be very generous with. We're gonna be very generous with saying thank you properly with the account, or payments, or whatever. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all tomorrow at 8:20. 8:20, baby. Let's go.